Wick News 8100. Just thought I'd introduce myself because nobody knows really what I look like or anything. Not that it matters, but I figured you guys, sometimes it's better when you can put a face to the voice and, I don't know, see the whole thing happen there, the whole head movement and the talking. So, my name's Dave, and I just want to say thank you to all you guys for being so nice to me and all the good comments, and I haven't really received too many negative ones, and I was expecting that, but I guess you know it just shows that there's good people out there, and not a lot of people want to know the truth, or well, not the truth, but I should say more novel things. They don't want to know anything new, or um, it's scary to learn stuff like that. I get it. I get it. So anyone that's been talking about this, I commend you guys because we don't really look like we're making a lot of sense right now, but it's all coming together a little bit, and it's just amazing to be a part of this. And if it isn't real, then so be it. We had fun while we were doing it. I saw some Egyptian, some Norse, um, um, religious figures on these rocks that we've been, well, yeah, I should say we as a community have been finding, and it's really something else. Sekhmet, the sun goddess that Ra had to. Well, she was like a vampire, and she was like causing trouble here on Earth, and he had to take care of her, and he did what he had to do, so she would stop killing the humans. That's the mythological story, anyways. But these myths somehow carried over here. I'm in southern Ontario, Canada, so somehow these figures are all on these rocks in our rivers, and not only that, there's more than just them. There's other animals. There's turtles, lions, sometimes monkeys, elephants, and it really is quite unbelievable. So I don't blame anyone for not believing it. It's totally you shouldn't believe it because it shouldn't be true. But hey, I'm gonna roll with it, and I think it's right. I've always kind of looked at this as like, um, well, there's education that you can get being in a classroom, theory, and there's education you can get being out in the real world. And sometimes the real world has some real questions to ask the classroom. And sometimes the classroom is just like, we don't know, but we don't talk about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, just keep going like that. That's gonna work. Okay. So anyway, this whole idea that you make faces out of clouds and you make faces out of trees. Yes, I agree. You can make a face out of pretty much anything if you wanted to, like that bike tire behind me there. Oh yeah, for sure. There's a face in there. Nice smile there on the forks, and nice round face with a couple of, oh yeah, perfect. But the figures that are being found on these rocks that I have are, they have clothes on, they have hats on, and they're riding horses, and they're all in one type of community. And well, if there's more than just faces. Am I imagining bodies and horses and it stops somewhere. You can't just keep using the face thing when there's a whole scene there. Um, I don't know what to say. There's rocks here that have these mythological creatures on them. There's the crocodile that I showed about a month ago, Sobek, I think his name is. Just read up on him last night. He's the protector of the Nile, and you for some reason he's here. Sekhmet. Who else was there? Cernunnos was his name. He looks like the January 6th guy with the antlers. So that was, pretty funny to me. I'm like, what timing that I find that rock with this guy with his antlers on his head? Maybe a year after that January 6th thing, and it's just, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that or whatever. I don't feel free anymore anyway. It's this whole this whole idea you can't say certain things is like, well, the whole point was that you were allowed to say anything before so that we could move on and have debates, and now it's just, if it don't suit, you get the boot. But anyway, I really wanted to just thank you guys, and we'll just keep digging, and I'll keep bringing you the rocks from up here, and I'm loving what I'm seeing down. I don't know where you guys are. Creek Stain and Faces in Stone, and is it RLJ Frog Pond? What's the other guy's name? Sling Blade, I think, might have been. I can't remember your whole name, but I know you're out there. And the girl from Ontario that was messaging me, I forget your name too, but I try to remember to get back to you guys because I'm sometimes busy. But yeah, hopefully this all works out, and it's actually real, and our collections will somehow maybe one day be joined together, and in one big building or something somewhere, just where the ancestors of these people can hold something that was their family. That's what this is about. It's about their families. It's about the little kids that went through whatever they went through, and they, it's all about, it's a moral thing. That Sekhmet, she protects the geese. If you look her up, Sehkmet. If you look her up, she's in charge of the geese. And here in Canada, I don't know if you guys know this, we're not allowed to eat geese. We're not allowed to just go out and eat them. It's illegal to catch those and eat them. So, is it starting to kind of make sense here? And then you got the trillium, the Ontario trillium flower that you're not allowed to eat or pick. You're not allowed to pick it. Well, I think you're allowed to transplant or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I think you're allowed to transplant a trillium and let it grow somewhere else so you can, keep them growing, but you're not allowed to use it for any purpose or whatever. So you got the geese and you got the trillium that are protected. And, is there geese in Egypt? I don't know. Somebody, see if you can find any information on geese from Egypt, because, I think about these things a lot. Like, these could have been trading items as well. I wouldn't disagree with that. They could be trading items, but the fact that those are the only, well, they're the only items that I've found, uh, and they all seem to have the two civilizations on them, I guess, the Norse side and the Egyptian side. So, we'll I guess we'll just have to keep going with that and see what else shows up. And these are all surface rocks. These aren't. I don't really dig. Uh, I know there's some people out there that probably love to dig and go into the mountains and start digging. Hey, great. I would, but if there's surface rocks, I'm going for the easy game. There it is. A quartz laying right there. Pick up that quartz. Get your magnification on it. Your phone magnify on, like, so get the quartz, wash it, zoom in on that, but you need a clear zoom and you need to get real close. It's very hard to do. You have to get so close that the things that you thought were just rock, let's say, I'll call it rock garbage, just a line on a rock. You just thought it was a line, and then you look real close with your zoom, and all of a sudden it turns into an image, and it's a clear Picasso, Da Vinci, Salvador Dali image, not just run of the mill. Hey, that looks like a stick person. You know, it's it will be a king with a scepter, and there will be someone kneeling in front of him on the other side that you didn't even notice. These things are very small, and it's the library that couldn't be destroyed. Right? So there we are. One library was left. They didn't burn them all. They can't. It's protected by the water. So, good work, everybody. It's Wick News 8100 signing off. Have a good night.